Have you ever pondered how the world map came to be as it is today? The roots of this reality lie in colonialism. The dawn of colonialism traces back to the Greek and Roman empires, who expanded their territories beyond their borders, driven by might, ambition, and a thirst for resources. The Vikings and Normans also established dominance in foreign lands, not just for land, but for spreading their culture and too. The Greeks shared their philosophy and arts, the Romans their law and language, and the Normans their feudal system and architecture. These acts of expansion were the foundational forms of colonialism, spontaneous yet impactful. These early forms of colonialism set the stage for the more organized and systematic colonialism that was to follow in the centuries ahead. As the world entered the age of discovery, colonialism experienced a paradigm shift. This era, from the 15th to the 17th centuries, marked a transformative period in history, primarily driven by Spain, Portugal, England, France, and the Netherlands. This age was marked by explorations fueled by a desire for wealth, religious fervor, and a quest for knowledge. Revolutionary advancements, particularly in navigation and seafaring, characterized this era. Inventions like the compass and the astrolabe played crucial roles in easing the colonial expansions of European powers by helping mariners navigate the high seas. Spain and Portugal were the trailblazers in this era of exploration. The discovery of the New World by Christopher Columbus in 1492 marked the advent of Spain's colonial empire. Portugal, determined not to be left behind, established colonies in Brazil, Africa, and Asia. Quickly, other European powers followed, with England, France, and the Netherlands setting up colonies primarily in the Americas and Asia. These colonial undertakings were not just territorial acquisitions, they were also resource extraction missions, with resources ranging from gold and spices to silver and sugar. However, resistance was met from indigenous populations, leading to conflicts and wars. Despite this, the colonial powers persevered, the world's face forever. The Age of Discovery was a critical point in colonialism's evolution, leading to widespread colonization of the Americas, Africa, and Asia. And as we'll see in the next scenes, the impact of these colonial activities is still felt today, centuries later. But what became of the natives when the colonialists arrived? Delving into the repercussions of colonialism on indigenous communities, it becomes evident that the actions of the colonialists were detrimental. They imposed forced labor, working in harsh conditions to bolster colonial economy. The colonizers, professing their cultural dominance, aimed to wipe out indigenous cultures and traditions, causing cultural heritage and identity loss. They also introduced foreign diseases against which the indigenous people had no protection, causing overwhelming fatalities. This amalgamation of events profoundly impacted indigenous societies. The legacy of colonialism continues to shape the lives of indigenous peoples around the world. If you've reached this far, please remember to subscribe to our channel and share this video. This motivates us to create more content. Colonialism is not confined to the annals of history, it has merely changed its face. Today, colonialism has evolved into subtler forms, but as potent. It's now about economies and cultures. No more territorial conquests. We see economic exploitation and cultural imperialism. Economic exploitation is when a stronger nation manipulates the weaker one's economic policies and practices. It's a puppet show where the puppeteer controls the strings, the economic policies and debt traps, invisibly. The puppet is the weaker nation controlled by the puppeteer. Cultural imperialism occurs when one culture dominates another's. It's an invasion of ideas, values, not physical invasion. It's foreign media content replacing the local, subtly eroding a nation's cultural identity. But how does this modern colonialism take root? Media, with its power to shape perceptions, plays a crucial role in this. It amplifies the powerful voice and often drowns the weak. It can paint exploitation as aid and foreign cultures as superior and desirable. It's a magic show. One hand distracts while the other pulls off the trick. In this globalized world, the shadow of colonialism looms large, albeit in a different guise. So let's be aware of these unseen forces shaping our economies, cultures, and lives. So what does the future hold for colonialism? The horizon presents us with the intriguing prospect of space colonization. It's a compelling thought, isn't it? Nations claiming, exploiting, and reshaping celestial bodies like they did on Earth. But wait, the challenges are colossal, and the ethical implications profound. Will we repeat our past or chart a fairer path? That's the conundrum. We've journeyed through colonialism's past, present, and potential future today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and suggest the topic for our next exploration. Are we on the brink of the largest war humankind has ever witnessed? That's a topic for another video. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.